Hi again, everybody. I'm Terry Vanderbeck with Sanford Sports. We've got a special guest with us today, Courtney Thompson, two-time member of the U.S. Olympic Volleyball team. What else? Awards.
I know.
Good times. And you're back again this year working with the Sanford Pentagon Volleyball Club, which you've done now for a few years. And you got a nice chunk of time here this week, which is great. What did you get accomplished? What were your thoughts on this visit now that you kind of got to know the kids, the program? I'm sure it's a little different coming in now than it was maybe the first couple times.
For sure. I think it's been more fun just because I know a bunch of people here in the field house and all around. So been enjoying that. And to see the progress of the teams has been great. We've been in the gym for 3 days now. I think we got 2 more before I head home and just getting after it, working with setters, working with the team. We're doing some mindset stuff tonight, talk about training confidence, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, I did. I should say, last time we chatted, you gave me a book recommendation, The Obstacle's the Way. I went out and read it, bought it, loved it, really good stuff. So if you're looking for a good read here, I would recommend that one. Let's talk some volleyball. Again, since you were here last, a lot of crazy things have happened. You've been on the West Coast, hunkered down like a lot of us, but out and about a little bit.
Yeah.
In the meantime, a whole new pro league of U.S. Volleyball launched. Obviously, you know a lot of those players. I'm sure you know the people involved in starting the league. Yeah. What are kind of your outside observations? That was a luxury, I guess, you didn't have during your pro career. And certainly if you've seen the documentary on Amazon, it led you to travel to lots of other countries and have a whole different experience than those athletes are going to have right now.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been so fired up, and hopefully some of you guys have seen it, but they're doing a great job production-wise. It looks great. It's fun to watch. The format of how they're scoring it is a little bit like fantasy football.
Yeah.
It just keeps it even more exciting, And it's been really fun because a lot of my former teammates are out there and people I played against way back in college even. So it's awesome. I think for young kids in this country to be able to watch high-level volleyball is huge. I mean, it's the most efficient way we can learn, I think. So I'm really stoked about it.
I'm intrigued by just the business model around it. They didn't just go, well, let's take, a pro league that's in Poland, like you were a part of, and just plunk it down here in America. It's the drafting and the point system and the sponsorships. Everything's kind of unique.
Yeah.
What have you heard sort of behind the scenes on how that's come together? I think it started with softball. Now they moved into volleyball.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of intrigue though around not just starting a new league, but starting a new idea.
Yeah, I think it just they found that people are more excited to follow one person than teams, and as a fan watching, it's just even more exciting. And I think the mark of great athletes is they can be good all the time and around different people and on different teams. So you just kind of see, the cream rise to the top, and it's just really exciting.
Yeah. What do you think you missed out on or the athletes that have had to go overseas? And I say have to. Like I know you're a person who likes life experiences, and I'm sure you gained and grew from that. But you also missed out on things. I remember watching the Super Bowl at 3 a.m. and missing your family and all those things again that were in the documentary.
Yeah, just to be able to play in front of your friends and family and the communities that we grew up in and that allowed us to live our dream, that's really special. So it's nice to have the option. I think it's cool to go overseas maybe a year or two and then, all right, let me, have the option to play at home. And even, on the USA team, we hosted a few tournaments here. But if we could just keep building that fan base, it's something special.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the game a little bit. Again, not only the time you've been here, but the time from your high school and college career to playing professionally and now moving into coaching and mindset coaching, all the things you're doing. For people who maybe don't have that fine of a view on the game, what's growing, evolving, changing in your perspective?
Oh, good question. I think across the board, we're just playing faster and more efficiently, and the women's game tends to mimic the men's game. The international guys kind of set the standard, and it feels like it's catching up.
Okay.
So it's just really exciting. It's really dynamic. It's physical, and there's some big girls playing now. A lot of tall, strong athletes, and there's a place for everyone. As setters and liberos, we got a place too in the back row. But it's just an exciting time to be involved.
Yeah, that's interesting. You mentioned that about the men's game. I've had this conversation with some other volleyball parents who actually think the men's game is maybe less fun to watch because it's really just one serve, and if the pass is there, it's down.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the point. Whereas the women's game, there's a little more back and forth that maybe makes that rallying a little more fun to watch.
Yeah, it almost feels like a different sport in that way.
Sure.
And but it's also exciting and super dynamic, and those guys are huge, and they just hit the crap out of the ball. And I've been volunteering at a college this winter, and it's been awesome. The guys are great, and it's a fun game. But yeah, I'm a little biased towards the women's game for sure.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be surprised that you're have an eye potentially on coaching.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that? Do you feel like it's as natural of a transition as people who knew you as a player, knew your game and your style, and just a lot of things about you? It seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But
thank you.
It took you a couple years to
yeah.
get to this point.
It's been interesting. When I retired, I always thought I would coach and for my entire life, and I love being around every part of athletics. And when I finished playing, I was like, man, I feel like I just need a minute, need
Sure.
a break. And so it feels really fun. I've been working as a mindset coach for the last 5-6 years and learned kind of another side of the game and got a bunch of different life experiences working with corporations and traveling around. And I'm now just really excited in a different way to kind of be involved in the game. So I'm gonna take this coaching thing and see where it goes, but I'm real fired up about it.
You ready to draw that line between Courtney the player and Courtney the coach?
Oh, easy.
Okay.
So yeah, I told you I'm helping out at a school this year, and one of the other coaches comes up. He's like, dude, when you're like watching, don't you just want to get out there? Just like every day, it's so hard. And I was like, no, I don't feel that at all. I kind of love what I'm doing here.
Sure.
So that just tells me I did everything I could as a player, and I'm grateful I got to play as long as I did.
Yeah, very cool. And again, you're here at the Pentagon doing some coaching with Mark in the program. The sport continues to grow and evolve here too. Again, when the Pentagon got started, the club scene was relatively new in the region.
Yeah.
Like we've seen the growth. In the meantime, we've got some exciting things. We're hosting a Division I tournament. We've got the new floor coming in. We've got the huddle video system. Talked about the growth and evolution you've seen there and how it translates to the level of the play.
Yeah, it kind of blew me away when I came in early this week, and I was like, whoa! Like I know all these girls and they're older, but across the board, even the young kids, it just seems they're playing at a higher level.
Sure.
So maybe there's more teams. They're watching it more as kids. We're doing a great job here at the Pentagon, so I'm pretty pumped about it.
Yeah, perfect. I think that's all we got. You and I could talk for a long time.
Yep.
I mean, maybe people would want to watch that, but probably not, right?
For sure.
Anyways, awesome. Always great to have Courtney here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again.
Thanks, guys.